I didn't think printing on pocket t-shirts would be an interesting video or something that you guys would care to learn, but just in case you guys ever have an oversized print on the pocket of the t-shirt, this is what you do. I know that you can load the pocket through the sleeve, but sometimes the image is a little bit bigger and you can't really get it, especially if it's a one color. So what we did here is we set up the pocket print on the corner, on the top corner of the pallet, and we moved the pallet down just enough to where the pocket, it's right on the top corner. So you bring the pocket to the top corner of your pallet, and then the side to the side of the pallet, and that would give us a pretty close print of where the pocket print is going to be. Just to make sure that we print it on the correct location, what we're going to do is we're going to print on a piece of paper. Then we're going to bring a clean screen that's been reclaimed, and we're just going to, let me show you. We're just going to dab to make sure that we get the image on the screen. And that transfers the image to the screen. So now what we're going to do is we're going to run a piece of tape just so we don't get ink on our t-shirt, because the ink is wet. Okay. So now we don't need this anymore. So now that we have transferred the image from the actual screen to a reclaimed screen to tell us how to position the pocket, all we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in the shirt, and we're not gonna load the shirt into the pallet. We're just gonna position the t-shirt on top of the pallet so it doesn't have any adhesive. Of course, if you like to get the back of the t-shirt a little bit dirty, you can go ahead and apply some adhesive. I don't recommend it, because at the end of the day, this is double-sided and it's not gonna stick, so it doesn't really matter. So as you guys know, we already had set the print to this corner of the pallet, which makes this job a lot easier when it comes to bringing this screen to align the pocket. So just by doing that, we're already almost there. Now, if you see really closely, you can see the stitching on the pocket, and we can see the bottom of the pocket. So all we have to do is just move the pocket a little bit to make sure that we have it on the correct print area. And you know, by pressing down on the screen just a tad, it kind of gives us a better visual of the stitching to make sure that it's straight with the print. And I'm pretty happy with the print right there. So we're just going to carefully lift the screen, bring the other one over, and just so you guys know, I burned this screen on a 130 just so that I didn't have to apply too much pressure. And with just 2 strokes, we're gonna have a nice clean print, and that is what you're gonna achieve every single time if you follow these simple steps. So once again, this is for oversized pocket prints. As you guys know, a lot of people like to print pockets on sleeve boards. The problem with the sleeve boards is that it only allows you to load the pocket up to like this far because of the stitching right here. So that means that the print would be about this size. And a lot of customers don't like the image to be that small. Others are okay with it. And you can actually go ahead and print like the size of the pocket, unless your customer doesn't want to go over the stitching, like my friend here. So we wanted to keep it inside, and I think that's a pretty good size print. So there you go. Feel free to comment, share the video if you think it's going to help a fellow printer. I think it's a very useful tip, especially for oversized printing on pockets. Or you guys can get creative with that trick of printing on the other screen. And that's it. That's it for today. I didn't think it was going to be that interesting, but it actually turned out to be pretty interesting. And I'm glad I'm sharing this tip with you guys. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't for more future tips. And we got to get to work because we have a lot going on today.